Central Methodist is coming off a 34-14 loss against Mid-Am. In the game, the defense forced two turnovers off interceptions from free safety Ryan Rustemeyer and strong safety Brian Plench. Talk about the play of your defense especially in the first half.
Well, I mean, we started off to a real good start and jumped out and got some momentum and did some real good things, but we didn't sustain it, and we didn't deal with the adversity. I mean, there's adversity in every game, and there's some things that happen that, you don't never completely prepare for, and that's the only thing I was disappointed in is we just didn't come back, and I felt like their team did, and they've been in those situations before, and we need to be in more of those situations, and I think that was a really good experience for us to learn from if we're going to get to where we want to get to, and it's unfortunate it happened the way it did, but I think we learned a lot from it, and we'll find out how much we learned here.
As the team moves on and prepares to play Avila University in Kansas City this Saturday with kickoff set for 1 p.m., Central Methodist defeated Avila 30-0 last year. What do you think the team can take from last year's game in order to apply to this year's contest?
It's hard saying. It's two totally different years, and Avila's much better. I mean, we've watched them on tape and studied them. My goodness, they've gotten so much better. You got to give Coach Berna and his staff a lot of credit with what they brought in talent-wise because they're a totally different team, and they'll be a tough matchup. I mean, everybody in the HAC is good. Avila's very good, and we got to play our best if we're going to have any success at all. So it's going to be a tough go of it, and I think it's going to be a great battle, and I'm just hoping we execute what we need to do and come out on top.
Avila is coming off a 43-37 loss to Lindenwood Belleville. In the game, the Avila offense put up 350 yards of total offense, led by their quarterback, Dominic Carmazzi, who had 12 carries for 79 yards, 1 touchdown, and was 11-26 through the air for 123 yards and 2 interceptions. In addition to him, what are some of the other players on their offense that have looked impressive to you on film, and how do you think you go about stopping them?
Well, I was impressed. They had a kickoff return by number 84, and the name, he's a freshman young man, but he's fast. I mean, he plays receiver for him, and he does some really good things. Their tight end has some great hands, and again, the names fail me right now. I can tell you numbers right now, but no, but they have the tight end has great hands and can really do some great things. I think he threw an option pass in the game, and the wide receiver 84 is really fast. The running backs are very good. They run the ball hard, and the offensive line is much better, much improved than a year ago, and they really open up some holes and do some good things. So from an offensive standpoint, man, those guys can really rock and roll, and we're gonna have our hands full. We got to do a good job, and then and then the quarterback situation too. They played Carmazzi and play a couple of guys there, but both those kids do an excellent job. And Carmazzi's tough because not only can he throw it well, but he can run it too. So we got a tough challenge in store for us.
The Avila player you were referring to, the wide receiver and kick returner, is Robert Johnson. He had an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and he also led the team in the game with 4 catches for 60 yards. Only a freshman. How do you think he's looked on film?
Good. I mean, he's fast. I mean, speed kills. You can't teach speed, and I think that's his biggest attribute. Plus, he does a nice job running routes and getting open, and like I said, just did a great job hitting it on the kickoff return. The kickoff return team did a great job blocking it up for him and allowing him to hit it, and just they executed it very well. So they do a real nice job. It's going to be a heck of a football game.
Lindenwood Belleville's offense was able to accumulate 589 yards of total offense in the game. What do you think the Central Methodist offense can hopefully do to be effective on Saturday?
Well, hopefully just execute. I mean, we had a lot of missed blocks on Saturday, and our guys have to do a better job of communicating and knowing where to go and what to do. And I think the nerves are hopefully out now, and we just got to go through and execute our offense and do what we do. I mean, if we block it up right and we have a few more bigger plays, and then obviously pass game-wise, we got to get our pass game going a little bit. And, we got to open some things up and do some things that way. And because we have definitely very able guys at quarterback and at receiver, and I don't know if it's nerves or what it was, but we just didn't deliver the ball as far as passing last week in terms of quarterback goes. And we'll play 2 quarterbacks this week, and both of them are very good. Juice has been very good for us, but struggled a little bit last Saturday. And then Caleb Borgart came in and did a nice job, and he's earned a shot to compete. So we're going to turn those guys loose and let our receivers hopefully get loose and do some things. And we need to be able to throw the ball. We need to have some semblance of balance. Otherwise, everybody's going to really be able to lock in on a run game.
Final question for you. What do you think will be the keys to the game on Saturday?
Just turnovers. I look at our past history, and Avila has always gotten turnovers from us. I remember 2 or 3 years ago, they got 6 turnovers in one game. I think we played that game here at home. That was 3 years ago. And my gosh, they were able to get 6 turnovers. And last year they played us here at home. We were able to get 2 turnovers out of us. So we've got to do a good job taking care of the football, because every time we turn it over to them, boy, it gives them opportunity and they really jump on you. And that's something we got to be better about. And then also taking away the big play opportunities and keeping them in front of us. And that's where, we got to play well defensively, and we've got to play good in the kicking game. I mean, our punt team, we almost had, I think, 2 blocked on Saturday, so we had to go back and clean up our punt team and get that right. And so there's a lot of things that we have to work on and we got to fix, which is great about a week of practice. And my hope is that we'll come out and execute and do our job on Saturday.